Thanks, Phil. Other news, the verdict was reached today in the trial of former Democratic donor Ed Buck. He was accused of supplying men with drugs for sex encounters that turned deadly.
It's got a lot of attention because he donated to so many big-time Democratic politicians. Marla Tejas joins us now with the guilty verdict and reaction. Marla.
Guilty of all 9 felony counts, the federal jury convicting Democratic donor Ed Buck on charges he drugged gay men in exchange for sex, leading to 2 overdose deaths outside the federal courtroom in downtown L.A. this afternoon. The prosecuting U.S. attorneys were celebrated by friends and family of those victims.
To be able to vindicate the rights of the victims in this case, and Lindsay and I are absolutely thrilled that justice was served today.
Yeah, the verdict coming on the first day of deliberations. During the trial, the prosecution told the jury Buck caused the deaths of 26-year-old Jamel Moore and 55-year-old Timothy Dean by injecting them with meth. Both men died in Buck's West Hollywood apartment. The defense claimed the 2 men had underlying medical conditions that caused their deaths. It took the near death of another overdose victim before Buck was arrested in September of 2019. And then today, finally, some relief for victims' families.
Today is a bittersweet day being here, but it's a great day to have received a verdict of guilty on 9 charges. Finally, Ed Buck will never harm anyone else, and I thank God for that.
My son was more than an escort, more than a prostitute, as many of you guys said. It's more than a movie or a documentary. This is my baby, my son, who is a human being, and he's loved by lots of people. We got victory in the West today.
She says victory in the West today. That's the mother of victim Jamel Moore. She also said that today's verdict happens to fall on the same day that her son died 4 years ago. Buck, who has reportedly given more than $500,000 to mostly Democratic politicians and causes since 2000, declined to testify in his own defense. Of the 9 charges, 2 carry 20-year mandatory minimums, which means the 66-year-old could very well spend the rest of his life in prison. A sentencing date has not been set yet, and Buck remains in federal custody tonight. Alex, Christine.
Big reaction there outside, Marla. Thank you.
Knew it's